Hello people, it's time for another Swarovski collection quarterly annual update, third for 2022. Starting from here, Holiday Magic bird couple. It might have been Holiday Cheers, I think this was Holiday Magic. These are absolutely really tiny things. They are difficult to photograph because they are so small. Very recently released. And they are absolutely darling and really small. And Happy Ducks Sunny Sandy. This and several others were gifts from my husband this year for various celebrations. And one of I think this swan couple was released in 2020. Swarovski has released multiple swan couples. And in the back we have symbols: father penguin on the right, on the left, and mother penguin on the right. Now, if these were humans, the father penguin would be strutting proudly because he managed to sire a baby, and the mother would be humbly looking at the offspring. She did all the work, she carried it, she laid the egg or birthed the baby, and she's humble about it, even after doing all the work, or she might just be regretting the whole thing. Penguins are better than humans. And now that I've insulted all mothers and fathers, moving on, this is an older release. Lion on a rock, very proud. Very beautiful. And 2021 Jungle Beats parrot ornament. Very adorable. It looks a lot like the parrot magnet which I showed you the last time. Missing the magnet, of course, and it's a bit different shape from the back, and there's a ribbon. And then we have Swarovski Crystal Society 2022 Annual Edition Companion Elephant Baby Mandisa. There are 2 adult elephants which I haven't yet purchased, but the baby is absolutely darling. It's really small. Really, really small, but so adorable and so detailed. Then we have little companions. These wheeled 4. There's a Susie the snail. The crocodile was either Carlos or Carla. So can't remember the gender for that. It's Carlos or Carla. Lucy the duck. And Theo the tortoise. So that they didn't bother to alliterate the duck's name. There's some wedding cake, which was a present from my husband, one of the presents this year. There's a lovely pattern on the plate, but you can't see it on this clear white background. That was my camera going to fall. And then there's some horse mare, an older release. Sorry if I'm a bit off. I'm recovering from a surgery, quite recent. Moving on, I have to say these little companions, I bought them because the colors are so delicious. And love lots. I think this one was limited edition. Gang of Dogs, Violetta the poodle, and City Park Bella the rabbit. They were gifts from my husband as well. There was here is German Shepherd. I think 2018 release. Don't quote me on years because I have a really bad memory with numbers. And one of the Christmas tree ornaments. This one has a really long ribbon. And 2022 annual ornament. This is absolutely adorable. This is the larger version, the regular version. And poinsettia window ornament. If you want to see some photographs of these, by the way, I have an Instagram where I've started recently photographing. I'm still not sure if I enjoy Instagram, but I have started photographing a lot of these ornaments there. I'm going to link it in the description if you want to check those photos, although my camera is really crappy. Moving, here's a Christmas tree ornament. Very gorgeous. An older release. And then we have, this one was called Sweetheart. It's a lovely heart. The ribbon on top. And then these are called Loving Hearts. 2 hearts fused as one. So this is a one singular piece. And in the back we have finally butterfly magnet violet small and butterfly bell jar, which is absolutely gorgeous and one of my favorite from Jungle Beats. These are both from Jungle Beats line, I think. Well, at least no, the bell jar wasn't Jungle Beats. The butterfly magnet is Jungle Beats, but I'm not sure if the bell jar was included in the Jungle Beats line. That's my memory currently. I have a large dosage of painkillers in my system currently, so I'm not at my best, which is to say very little. Now, I have a large box coming from USA, courtesy of my lovely friend Brandy. I will be getting a ton of American and Canadian exclusive ornaments and figurines. And I'll be doing a special on those next week or the week after that, depending on my recovery. I'll be showing them and showing their differences to their European counterparts and global counterparts, and showing some really special stuff. I have about half of, I suspect about half of the American and Canadian exclusive figurines in my collection after that. So I'll return with a special sooner than the next quarterly update, which will be in December. But I hope I'll see you around when that time comes, next week or the week after that. Now, I hope you've enjoyed these as much as I have. Good night.